If you desire something with all your heart, the entire universe conspires to help you achieve it. It's one of the most famous lines in Indian cinema. These words were originally written by Paulo Coelho in his book, The Alchemist. He was describing the personal legend, or what we call dharma, the specific purpose an individual is meant to fulfill on Earth. Coelho argues that while children believe they can do anything, adults eventually encounter a mysterious force. This force, made of societal expectations and fear, convinces us that our dreams are no longer reachable. Most people surrender their personal legend before the journey even begins, choosing the safety of what they know over the risk of who they could become. Consider Santiago, a shepherd in Andalusia. His life is stable and respected. He has a flock to care for and a clear routine, but he is living within a comfort trap. Santiago is haunted by a dream of a treasure waiting at the Egyptian pyramids. It's a vision that contradicts his safe reality, creating a friction between his current life and a calling he doesn't yet understand. He meets a man claiming to be the king of Salem, who offers a simple insight. The universe only assists those who are in active pursuit of their purpose. To receive that help, Santiago has to move. Santiago finally makes the choice. He sells his sheep, leaves his country, and boards a ship for Africa. By doing this, he destroys the bridge back to his old life. Stepping into your potential requires abandoning your comfort zone. You cannot find your treasure while clinging to the shore. In Tangier, Santiago is immediately robbed. He is left penniless in a city where he doesn't speak the language. This is the first test, the shock of failure that often follows a new beginning. Instead of seeing himself as a victim of a crime, Santiago decides to see himself as an adventurer. He realizes that every setback has a second side, a way to test his resolve and force a new perspective. He spends a year working for a crystal merchant who dreams of visiting Mecca but refuses to go. The merchant fears that if he achieves his dream, he will have no reason to keep living. He is in love with the idea but terrified of the reality. Santiago earns back his money and could easily return to Spain to buy new sheep. But instead, he walks away from the shop and joins a massive caravan heading deep into the Sahara. A comfortable routine can be more dangerous than failure. It tricks you into settling for a life that is merely good enough, stalling your progress toward your destination. The caravan eventually reaches an oasis, a rare pocket of life in the middle of the desert. Here, Santiago meets Fatima. He falls in love and is tempted to stay. He believes he has found enough happiness to justify ending his quest right here. Fatima provides the answer. She explains that true love does not cage a person's purpose. She encourages him to continue, knowing that a connection based on truth will still be there when he returns. Later, Santiago is captured by a desert army. To save himself, he must perform a miracle. He must demonstrate that he can become one with the wind. If he fails, he will be killed. The alchemist who accompanies him points out the only real barrier. The fear of failure is actually more damaging than the failure itself. Santiago looks inward, connecting with what Coelho calls the soul of the world. He realizes his own connection to the elements, commands the storm, and emerges on the other side of the camp unharmed. These tests are not meant to break you. They are designed to reveal the capabilities you've already developed during the struggle. Santiago finally reaches the pyramids. He begins to dig, but he is found by refugees who beat him and steal his gold. He is at his lowest point, right at the finish line. One of the thieves mocks him, saying he once had a dream of the treasure buried under a sycamore tree back in Spain. But the thief says he wasn't stupid enough to travel across a desert for a dream. Santiago realizes the truth. The sycamore tree was exactly where he began. The gold was right where he started, but the journey was the point. Without it, he'd never have read the desert, survived war, found love, or realized his influence over his environment. Alchemy describes the transformation of a fearful shepherd into a man who commands his own destiny. The physical gold is secondary to the person he became to find it. Stop waiting for a sign. Listen to your internal GPS. Recognize fear is your only obstacle, and take the first step toward your personal legend today.